The woman suddenly found herself pregnant with her enemy's husband's child. When he learns about this, the man reveals his true nature. He took out a pile of money and gave it to Lucy, hoping that she would not bother him again. At this moment Lucy feels very helpless, but luckily, Jack's men came with her. He then dialed Jack's phone number. After explaining the situation to him, he watched the two from a short distance, but just as Jack was rushing to the scene, Mary suddenly realized that she couldn't find her fiancé. She went out to look for him, but she hadn't gone far when it started to rain. According to local custom, this is a good omen. Mary wished to the sky that she could live happily ever after, but a man's voice came from not far away. Mary looked at him and saw that it was Jack. She thought he was looking for her, so she hid behind a tree. But she didn't know that Jack was looking for her sister. Looking at the mansion in front of her, it was the rich man's home back then. Jack would never forget this memory. He could never forget what his mother said. "I wish I had never given birth to you." Just then, Mary made an unintentional noise that immediately caught Jack's attention. Interestingly enough, Jack thought Mary was following him, and so, both of them were questioning each other about what they were doing here. But Jack was too preoccupied with his sister to dwell too much on her. He leaned in close to Mary's ear and said, "Don't worry, in a few days you'll be on your knees begging me." Mary subconsciously raised her arm, but Jack grabbed it. He said, "Don't think you can still hit me." And so, the two looked at each other, getting closer and closer. But the next moment, Mary looked to her right hand. The scented bag, a symbol of love, was drenched. It was supposed to be opened by her and her fiancé together, and Jack was equally embarrassed. His men had just called and told him where his sister was, but as soon as Jack arrived nearby, a car sped up and knocked his sister to the ground. Without thinking, Jack rushed to the hospital with his sister, but luckily, she was rescued and was okay. And Jack found out that she was pregnant. Now he was desperate and asked his men to find the man and bring him to him. But what he never expected was, at this moment Lisa is watching the surveillance from Jack's movements, keenly aware of an important message. She said, "So my son likes this kind of girl, so let mommy help you." Obviously, for people like Lisa, Mary is also just a tool.
Please subscribe and turn on notification bell for continuation. Thanks.